see, do I need to really wait on people here? I don't know. Just testing out this live thing, man. I feel like this would be a lot easier. I don't gotta edit things, you know. Um, what is this? I'm just trying to explore this thing. Start a poll. Weird. I wonder if this thing records the video and then puts it as a video for later. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna talk anyway. So hey, uh, I know there ain't nobody here right now, but we're gonna go talk. Let's listen. No update. There hasn't been any update because, man, last week was a bad week. Really bad week. What do I mean by that? Let me show you guys. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. It's gonna get loud outside because Texas was a bad week, man. Let me see. I'm trying to. Hey, we got one person in there. Hey, listen, man. I'm just trying this out, man. I'm trying to get this thing to where we can produce some type of content, give you guys an update where we are as far as trucking, man. You know. Where's my freaking slippers? So, yeah. What's up, man? Well, good. Listen, let me show you why last week was a bad week, man. Like, you know, it's one of those things, you know, where like it's so bad that I could not even make any kind of content, man. It's just like it's so hard to bring myself up to make a content, you know. Number one, check it out. Look at what we got. Yeah, that's a piece, right? Check it out. Check it out. Yes, I know what you're thinking. Okay, that's a driver's fault, right? Look at this. They are completely destroyed, man. These boxes. I knew it was gonna happen sooner or later. I didn't think it was gonna be sooner than later, but that's where we are. We hit a very high point railroad track. See the railroad track. It was like, so here it is, right? I'm trying to preface this to where it makes a little bit more sense. So in Texas, right? We were in Texas. We was looking for loads. We got to Houston or San Antonio, right? We finished that last load in San Antonio, got to San Antonio, and then looked for a load from San Antonio, zero. So I was like, okay, let me go get a load coming out of Dallas. I found a load coming out of Dallas and I fell asleep. I overslept, man. And I apologized to the to the broker, you know? She was mad. She was not happy. I overslept and I couldn't freaking, that's all I can do is apologize, right? Anyway, so we did that, and then I was like, okay, I gotta salvage the day, right? So I went and picked up a short run, and that run, that's how it became this right here. As a matter of fact, it destroyed so much things, man. Look at that. So anyway, that town is Tyler, Texas, going into Tyler, Texas from Dallas. So there was this one state route, man. I usually Google map things, right? I live view, you know, Google view, street view. And then I was not, it looked like it was gonna be fine. And sure enough, it was deceiving, man. I could not back up no 11 miles to get to a freaking, you know what I mean, to to go around another way, you know. So I thought I could make it, but I did not make it. So anyway, that's where we are. So like I said, it destroyed that. It got that out, right? And this one stayed on. See, this one would have probably been fine if I had raised them up. I got them on the second notch right now, which brings this down so I can bring in lower vehicles in the back, you know. So anyway, man, that's where we are, man. And then, so after Texas, so we could not find no load from that. See, I was going to talk about this in the video, right? I love the idea of short runs. I love the idea of doing little short runs every now and then. But the problem with that is that you get the the margin of error becomes a lot higher because of the fact that you are doing all of these different runs. You know what I mean? From bumping your rails to, you know, dropping things on your trailer. You know what I mean? To heck, running into a freaking high point railroad track. You know what I mean? So those kind of margin of error becomes a lot higher. You know, that's why. You know what's funny? It's like that load was a $600 load. I just wanted to do something for that day, man, because I wanted to change it. You know what I mean? I wanted to be a little bit more positive on what's going on with trucking. You know what I mean? I know it was a rough week last week, but hey, what's going on, man? We're still out here grinding, brother. Don't worry about it. We're gonna keep grinding. You know what I mean? I'll let you know. I'll let you guys know once we quit. You will know right away once we quit. You know, we're gonna be at the house. So anyway, we got a load, or we could not find anything out of Texas, man. Texas is a bad place, man. You know, we're not coming back there for sure. We're here in Indiana now, and I got a load into Oklahoma, right? And then spent time with family over there, and I'm glad I did that because I was able to, you know what I mean, just free my mind from all of this stress, man. Last week was stressful, bad week, really bad week. So anyway, we got that load, and then we picked up a couple of partials from Oklahoma, went to the Indiana area, got here looking really good, you know. So I was like, okay, cool. Once we got that stuff unloaded on a Wednesday, those two partials on a Wednesday, there were two forklifts. I found a load paying like almost $9 a mile. I was like, whoa, it's only going like 90 miles or something like that, 92 miles or something. I don't know. Can you guys hear me? You guys hear me there? I don't know. I got the mic on. I don't know. I'm not familiar with this live thing, okay? But so we got that load for like $1 or $9 a mile or something like that, close to $9 a mile. And then see, this is another part where I'm saying that like the mistakes happen more often when you have when you're doing a lot more loads, a lot more varieties of loads, you know. So we got that done today. We got that unloaded today. Unfortunately, it took them too long to unload us, and then we could not find a load for the day, you know. And it's just so crazy, man. It's like, it's so sporadic. The market is so sporadic, you know. Like yesterday I was seeing a lot of potential on the load board, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna get this load unloaded today by 9 o'clock. No, we didn't get the load unloaded until 12. That's why I don't, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like, I like the idea of short runs, but at the same time, they could easily hurt you, because I know we could have gone to Denver and then be unloaded in Denver and hopefully be able to, like, 400 miles deadhead back east and then be able to pick up something for the weekend. But now we're pretty much stuck, you know. Yeah, we don't got nothing on the load, man. Nothing. Well, but the truck got clean though. The truck and the trailer's first wash ever since it was brand new. Look, this truck looks so good, man, when she's clean. Like, she looks really good, you know. We're out here at Indianapolis, south of Indianapolis, just on south side of Indianapolis at the Flying J. So anyway, that's where we are, man. That's just a quick update for you guys, man. I know I haven't been put out no video, man. Listen, I like to stay positive, you know, and I tell you guys all the time, I'm pessimist. At the same time, you know, I'm also a very positive kind of person. You know, if something is negative, I don't entertain it. You know what I mean? And then we'll just try to, you know, just try to power through that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's just it doesn't look good, really. It looks horrible, man. It's really bad. It's working on the spot market, that is, you know. As a matter of fact, there was a load in Oklahoma that was going into Georgia, had 3 stops, And man, I could not even get a hold of this guy, you know. And when I did get a hold of him, he said, leave a message, man. I got so many carriers calling me for this load. We just left it alone, man, you know. So hopefully, I don't know. I don't know if I want to keep going on these partial things, you know. The partials are good to get you out of an area to get moving, but at the same time, they take some time too, you know what I mean? They take time to execute, you know. It's just the coordination and you know what I mean, just setting up appointment times and things like that, you know. Oh, and another thing on that partial that's coming out of Salt Lake that I did not get to make a video on is that, see, it kills me the way these brokers think, you know. So there was one load, right, the load of bricks, those 4 pallets of bricks, okay. It's my fault too. That's why I say it's the margin of error becomes a lot higher when you're picking up a lot more loads, right? So anyway, it's my fault because here it is. We picked that up on a Friday evening at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. Salt Lake Friday evening, okay? This guy expects us to deliver this partial, okay, into Houston area, Cathy, Texas, to be specific, by Monday 9 a.m. Okay, that's no problem if he paid full price, you know what I mean, a whole way. But he wants to partial this thing out, and he wants to, you know what I mean, have this thing at, you know, at the proper time for every day of miles that you drive, you know. So it's like, it was like, what is it? Salt Lake is 1,400 miles, and then we picked it up on a Friday evening. He wants it there by Monday morning, 9 a.m. I mean, come on, man. But it was my fault. And I admitted that it was my fault because I did not look at the dates when I agreed to accept that load. You know what I mean? So that became a problem. And man, the customer was furious. The broker was furious. I told him, man, listen, you can either send somebody here to Denver to go pick this up, but I'm not gonna make it in Houston. You know what I mean? I'm still in Denver. We dropped off that engine in Denver, you know. So I'm like, I'm still in Denver. There ain't no way I can make it there until Tuesday evening or so. I don't know what time they close over there in Cathy, Texas, but we might be Tuesday or Wednesday morning before we can even unload this thing, you know. And he was like, I mean, it's so crazy, man. It's just, I held myself back. I tried to be professional, you know. Even though I apologized already, it seemed like they could not accept that apology. It wasn't enough, you know. I mean, we all make mistakes, right? But it just was not enough. And he proceeded to talk to me like, you know what I mean? Like I'm his boss, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't, that I'm a piece of crap for doing that. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. It's an honest mistake. It happened, right? So anyway, and then I did not even bring it up to him to say that, listen, you are also a dumbass. I know, man. I agree with you. Too many of them. Anyway, I did not even bring myself to tell him that you are also a dumbass for expect this load to come out of Salt Lake on a Friday evening on a partial. I mean, am I wrong? Right? I mean, come on. Are you going to find a hot shot to take that over there at $1.20 a mile? I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I mean, we got that 4 bricks for $1 a mile, okay? So I think that was still cheap. You know what I mean? Because the container that we had on top was $1.60 a mile, you know? So for those bricks, the same weight, the same amount of space, I'm just trying to move because we heading down that way anyway. That's why we took that for $1, almost a little bit over $1 a mile. It was $1,000. Oh, it was under $1, under $1 a mile for those 4 bricks, man. Those 4 pallets of bricks, you know. So yeah. I don't, these partials, man, I don't know if I want to participate in them, but at the same time, having a lot of hard time trying to get trying to get a full load, man. It's crazy, man. Looking at the load board yesterday and the day before in this area was actually decent, and then today it just, for some reason, it just hits rock bottom real fast. I was talking to my brother in Oklahoma when I was visiting him over there. What's happening in the market is that, like, the trucks are being shifted. You know what I mean? The way they get shifted to certain area when that truck or that area is short of trucks, that it dilute that market so fast, real quick, you know. And that's exactly what happened here this week in the past 3 days. You know, it's just the loads are there. It's just too many trucks, you know. And I was also talking to him, yet I think a lot of it too has to do with too many doggone brokers, you know. Brokers posting the same load over and over and over again, and then, you know, they know they're gonna get the load out, so it just becomes cheaper and cheaper and cheaper and cheaper, price-wise, you know. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. So tomorrow, hopefully, we can find something out of here, you know, something decent coming out of here. We're in the thick of it, you know. This is open deck country right here, you know, where we are. You know, I don't think you can find any better place unless you're like in Alabama, you know what I mean, somewhere down that way. But then now you're looking at a lot of heavy stuff, you know. I don't like to put heavy stuff on the truck, you know. But yeah, I just wanted to go live, and then so I don't gotta edit this video, you know what I mean, and just let you guys know that, hey, that's what's happening, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. So yeah, it's a tough one out here, man. It's not easy, man. So it's hopefully it gets better than hopefully it doesn't get any worse. Hopefully it flatlined already, but I feel like it hasn't, man. Like the way the market just shifts, as far as I'm talking like spot market, okay, guys, is that it just shifts so fast, man. It's so crazy, man. And the way like other drivers are just, you know, jumping on stuff, you know. I would at the beginning. In the beginning of all of this, I would say, you know, I don't blame them, but at the same time, now I don't know how these people are profiting, you know. Like, we're not gonna move, you know what I mean? Like, we're not gonna move unless I think we're gonna make some money, you know. If we're gonna take a L, I think it's gonna be a deadhead, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's tough out here, man. I hear you, Dragonfly. I really do, man. It's been a rough couple weeks, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That's why I haven't been making no videos, man. You know, it's like, there's really, what are you gonna talk about? You know, nothing but negative stuff. You know what I mean? Like I told you guys, I don't like to be negative, you know. But that's the only thing that we have to talk about right now. Is just, you know, or we can talk about. You know, there's nothing really positive to talk about. You know, yeah, we got that freaking $8 a mile load for going for 93 miles, but then look what it did to us, you know. It held us over for over a day and a half. So either way you look at it, it's the same, right? The one thing that I like about, you know, what we're doing as far as that, I feel like we're gonna see probably an average, at the rate that we are going, we're gonna see an average of 5K-ish. You know what I mean? And I absolutely think that's not enough. Gross, okay? But we're not moving much, so we're not using a lot of fuel, and at the same time, we're not wearing out the equipment as much, you know. So maintenance is probably gonna be a little bit lower, but it's just, yeah, that's where we are, guys. Anyway, if y'all got a few questions for me, man, just hit me up with a question. We're gonna keep this up for a couple more minutes, so we will see. There you go. Currently bouncing around the Midwest, 4 to 5K a week, home on the weekend run. I like that, man. I like that. You see, this is what I think I can get around this area right here, around 5K-ish a week, you know. But I'm not home, so it sucks. You know what I mean? Good for you that you are home, you know, you're in the right place, you know. But as far as for me, man, this is not cool, you know. Like, we'd rather be home, you know. So, but the good thing about it is that, like, you know, what you call it, seasonal is coming up, you know, as far as van. So we should be able to maybe, hopefully we got rid of some, you know, too many owner operators running Amazon enough that this coming, I don't know, Christmas is gonna be better. I don't know, but we'll see. So, but anyway, hey, you guys, I just want to let you know that we're still here. We're still out here grinding it out, man. I do more on the doggone load board than anything. You know, I stay on the load board constantly. So, yeah, that's it. That's all we got, man. So anyway, I'm gonna end this here. I appreciate you all for tuning in, man. But yeah, we're not down and out yet. We're still fighting. We're gonna keep fighting. We're gonna keep fighting. And we're gonna keep kicking. Okay. All right. We will see you guys on the next video, man.